This is it. Queens reminds me of my childhood. Big time. My grandma used to make all kind of preserves. I mean, at that time, we had shelves packed with jars. And my favorite was la confiture de coin, quince jam. Quince is an ancient fruit found in Roman cooking and grown across Turkey and Southeast Asia. Closely related to apples and pears, but quince is rather tough and pretty much inedible and astringent. It would certainly come to a bad surprise if you think otherwise. Long story short, I had a chance to taste a piece of raw quince. And you know what? I knew immediately that it was better cooked than raw. So what you want to do first with these bad boys, you want to turn them into puree. It will take about 25 minutes or until tender in water and some spices such as cardamom or star anise. I'm using here, by the way, pineapple quince, an American variety. These are high in vitamin C, pectin, vitamin A, calcium and iron. So once you've got this magnificent quince puree, you can do a lot with. And guess what? We're gonna start and make quince marmalade. Just cook quince puree with orange and lemon juice and a mixture of sugar and pectin. Cook for 2 minutes and fill up mini half-sphere silicone molds. Though you can use any shape you want, it all depends on what kind of tart or pie you want to make. Freeze and split in two. How cute! A little egg yolk. Next, we're gonna make quince paste. You know, the one that goes so well with stinky French cheeses? Very simple, 1-to-1 ratio, quince puree and sugar. And you want to cook it down for 40 minutes, just like the pâte de fruits, to concentrate flavor and make it thick. And spread onto a silicone mat and cool to set. Freeze and cut into cubes. I am using some sugar here to ease cutting process. To follow, I am going to make almond base crumble. Very easy indeed. Process first almond meal, flour, sugar and salt. Then add the butter and mix until smooth. Wrap up and chill. And with the help of a cooling rack, grate the pastry over and bake until well done. Fair enough, there is more than we need. Good news is that you can freeze crumble, either way, raw or baked. Next in the agenda, almond cream. So first I am going to process my almond flour and powdered sugar and a bit of cornstarch. Add the room temperature butter, cream, add the egg and the vanilla. Process to smooth, done deal. It happens that I had a little bit of leftover of sablé breton crust, so I decided to use it for this recipe. But any sweet dough works. Sweet dough, sugar dough, pâte sablé, it's totally up to you. Please look up the written recipe on brunoskitchen.net and at tart and pies category. So the technique I'm going to be using here is far easier than shaping a tart or a pie into a round shape. Roll pastry into a thin sheet first, about the size of the baking tray. Pre-bake and square up to fit into the tray. Add the almond cream and bake for 30 minutes. And you know, this is actually the base of many tart and pies, offering endless combinations. And today, let's do now the praline mousse, ganache montée or upscale chantilly, whatever you want to call it, is going to be delicious. Simply blend a melted white chocolate with half of the hot heavy cream, praline or hazelnut spread. You can also use Nutella. I do have a video about how to make Nutella from scratch. Add the gelatin and the other half of heavy cream, but cool. Refrigerate overnight before whipping. Let's make a full of flavor citrus confit spread. I'm gonna use orange, lemon and lime zest. Blanch them 3 times and cook on low heat to confit with orange and lemon juice and sugar. Top the tart and freeze to set. Keep in mind that in the baking world, refrigerations and freezer are your best friend. So make sure it's half full or half empty. Unmold and trim off edges. Top with frozen quince marmalade. Refrigerate, and guess what? Time to whip the chantilly. And I'm going to use this beautiful machine. Listen to this. It feels like flying on the moon. I know it. It's incredibly beautiful. But you know what? I'm not sure about the taste. I'm gonna tell you right away. Wow, unbelievable. Pipe out this luscious chantilly and decorate with crumble and quince paste. Absolutely gorgeous. To get this recipe, by the way, and many more, go to brunoskitchen.net. Please subscribe, like my page on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest at Bruno Albouze. Thank you again for watching. Bon appétit, and see you next time.